yourself and then tell us about how you started, how the disease started, how you were diagnosed, and some of the early things that happened. You know,
Okay.
took care of it.
Well, I'm 63 years old. I've
young.
had MS since I was approximately 28 years old.
Okay, so that's 35
And
years.
yeah, a long, long time. And basically what I do is manage the disease. Since there is no known cure for it, I manage it. And I do certain things to manage my disease. I do lots of exercise.
No, Patricia, we'll get to that in a second. I want to hear how it started and how it developed and what made you notice it, and then
Okay.
I guess the beginnings of it.
Well, I was about 28 years old, and I was having a surprise party for my husband. I was really stressed out about it. And in the middle of the party, I went to speak and say something, and the words were in my mind, and I couldn't speak.
And never had anything like that happen before.
No, it was really frightening.
Wow.
And
You were
I
healthy?
really wanted to, talk
Were you
with
healthy?
my friends.
Patricia, were you a healthy girl and all that?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So it came out of the middle of nowhere.
Right out of nowhere. It was really, really frightening. And I thought, boy, what an odd thing that was. It really scared me. But, I calmed down, and then I got through the party, and everything was fine. It was just a fleeting thing. And then I would say about a year later, I had a hard time walking. And it was during a time that I was stressed out. Stress is a major factor in all of this. And I couldn't walk. My foot was dragging behind me.
Wow.
It was really, really frightening.
And you're only 29 years old at this time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
So you
And I was always very athletic. And this just came out of the blue. I had no control over my body anymore.
Wow.
Really
So
scary.
you go to the doctor, you go to a neurologist, or what?
Right. I went to a few doctors, and some doctors just said, that's odd. That was their reaction.
Did they
That's
put you on
odd.
medication? Did you get
No,
a drug?
no medication. They just really didn't know what to do. They had no idea. So one doctor said, you must be really nervous. And I was like, well, I may be nervous, but that's not normal to lose control of walking.
Now, so is it degenerating?
I didn't know what to do.
Is it
I was
degenerating?
really afraid.
Is it getting worse and degenerating, or is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So then eventually I couldn't write. I couldn't do handwriting of any type. I worked in an office. I had to write and type all day, and I had no control over my fingers or my hands.
Oh my gosh.
Totally numb, or up and down my arms and down my legs.
So what's going through your head? What's going through your head? You must have been totally terrified.
I was terrified.
Wow.
So eventually, I lost sight in my left eye.
Oh my gosh. How old are you now? How old at this point?
63. Well, when this happened,
Yeah.
I was about 30.
So
So this has been going on for a few years at this point.
Wow. And you're starting
So-
you're going blind now.
Yes, in one eye, totally blind.
Oh my goodness.
So I rushed to the eye doctor. He sent me to a specialist, a neurologist, and the neurologist told me, I'm not sure, but I think you have MS.
Wow.
So he sent me to have an MRI done, and 3 doctors later agreed that I had MS.
Now, how did they diagnose the MS?
Well, just from the MRI.
Okay.
They
so it
can
was,
see the scarring on your brain tissue,
okay.
okay? Because I guess you have like myelin covering
Right.
around
They see the
your
myelin
nerve.
is damaged. They can see the myelin is damaged.
Yes, they could see it.
Now, are you having any digestive health issues at this point? Any food problems?
No,
Nothing.
nothing with food, nothing.
Okay.
I did have trouble going to the bathroom, and most
that's-
people with MS do have that, by the way.
Okay, constipation. All right.
Yeah,
So did you
yeah.
have a history of it growing up, or did it just
No,
start with the
no,
MS?
nothing.
It kind of came along with the MS symptoms.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
you're 30.
also, I worked in an office, a large office. I worked for a large corporation. So you do a lot of talking and speaking. And every once in a while, I couldn't talk. And I had bosses that I was going to respond to their questions, and nothing would come out of my mouth, and they would look at me kind of funny, like, what's wrong with you?
Wait a minute, you'd open your mouth and no sound would come out?
Nothing.
Oh my, so you must have felt like you were trapped in your body, like you were a
Yeah,
prisoner
I
inside
did.
your body. Holy
So
cow.
when I got the diagnosis of MS, I was kind of relieved because at least I knew what it was.
Uh-huh.
It was an odd kind of feeling.
So did they try to treat it? They pharmacologically?
Yeah,
What did they do?
did.
What did they do?
They mainly told me stay away, don't be stressed out,
Okay, nice.
stay out of extreme heat, anything over 90 degrees,
Okay.
stay out of the heat, stay in air conditioning, and when it's very, very cold, stay out of the cold.
That was their protocol for taking care of
Yes,
the MS.
that was it.
No
Yeah.
drugs?
No,
They didn't give any
not
drugs?
yet.
Okay.
So, then I thought, well, I guess I'm on my own in this because they really didn't tell me too much. So I thought, well, I'm going to do yoga. I always had been exercising, but I thought, you know what, I'm really going to get serious about exercising now because, well, I think when you have something like this happens, your natural inclination is to pull back and not do anything.
Interesting.
And
Hang tight.
I thought-
Trish, we gotta take a break. Hang tight. Hold that thought, okay? I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We are talking to Patricia Black. She healed herself of multiple sclerosis. She was a 10 at one time, and now she's down to a 1 in terms of her symptoms. We'll talk to Patricia about how she actually addressed her problem without medicines, without doctors, without drugs. I'm Pharmacist Ben.
A little over a year ago, I began to do a lot of research into why, even if I had a pretty good-sized meal, that I was still starving. And my research led me to a well-known fact that most of the soils that we grow our crops on here in the United States and across the industrialized world are almost completely depleted of almost all of the key minerals and trace elements that our bodies need to rebuild themselves, fight off cancer, and be healthy. I then searched out the best vitamin and mineral company out there and discovered Youngevity. The Youngevity products are designed to give you the real nutrition you need. And once you've got that, you don't have to eat as much to be satisfied. I've lost 37 pounds in 2 months simply getting the vitamins and minerals I need. Check it out for yourself. It's incredible. Go to InfoWarsTeam.com today and order your first canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Complete Multivitamin Mineral Complex Dietary Supplement. That's InfoWarsTeam.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone.
At 855-955-STONE. Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the fields is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members for less than $20 per month. You can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side talking to Patricia Black. She healed herself with multiple sclerosis. Patricia, continue on. You were talking about, so you're blind now, or blind in one eye, decide to take yoga, and proceed. You're 32 years old, right?
Right? That disappeared after 3 months.
Okay.
It's a very strange disease, I know. So then I started thinking, well, I don't want my muscles to atrophy because this is a disease that involves balance and strength. It challenges your balance and strength. So I thought, you know what? Yoga would be perfect for dealing with strength issues for your muscles and dealing with balance issues.
Okay.
And that's why I started to do yoga. It was the only thing that worked. And in the beginning, when I started to really stretch my muscles, it was so painful then. Oh my God.
Wow.
It was awful. But then eventually, the pain started to go away, and I started to get really strong.
Wow.
It was amazing. It's like my body bounced back.
Wow. So you went
I never saw anything like that.
You went from
So
falling apart.
now-
You went from falling apart to now your body's actually feeling strong.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
So I'm doing yoga. It's hatha yoga, so it's deep breathing yoga. I do it every single day
Still?
for at least 45 minutes
Still?
every day.
7
day
days
in
a
and
week.
Day out.
Wow.
Right. And so I do that every day. I do speed walking. Not heavy duty speed walking, but just enough to keep my coordination, just keep me fit. And my main goal is to keep coordinated and to stay balanced all the time, because with MS you really can't walk, you become crippled.
Did you have to quit your job?
No,
So you still maintained working all through your 30s and 40s?
It was really tough, but yeah, I did it.
And how long would you say it took for you to go from the real depths of your MS?
Yeah, when I was really, really sick,
Yeah, to starting
into
to
my healthy state now,
Yeah. How long?
I would say about 5 years.
So you went from really terrible MS to being
Really bad.
healthy within
Blind,
5 years.
couldn't walk. Yeah.
Healthier than before you had the MS?
Yes.
Wow, healthier than your friends.
Absolutely.
Do you think you were healthier and stronger than your friends?
Well, yes, I do. But let me tell you, I worked for a large corporation, and we had a lot of people who had MS in my building.
Okay.
There were thousands of people in my building. And word got around of people who had MS, and we would get together and talk about it. And we found that the people who exercised were better than the people who were taking heavy-duty drugs.
No kidding. So exercise is a better medication. Exercise is a better.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
In
how about
fact, I had one friend who had MS, and she was an exercise teacher at night after work.
with MS?
Yes.
She's an exercise teacher with multiple sclerosis.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing. Now, how about tell us about the food component? Or there must be
I'm sorry, what?
Tell us about the food component. How you change
Okay,
the diet.
so I do the exercise, the yoga every single day, and mainly I stick to a strict diet of lots of protein.
Which is what kind of protein?
chicken, fish, i.e. cheese, scrambled eggs, cottage cheese, just anything that's high protein.
Okay.
I'll eat lots of peanut butter, lots of nuts,
Okay. How about fat?
lots of salads.
Do you do any essential fatty acids or anything like that?
No.
Oh wait, we gotta get you on some ultimate EFAs. You're gonna be blown away. How about
Okay.
How about probiotics? Any good bacteria or fermented food or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I do
All
take vitamins. I take vitamin C, vitamin D, A, biotin,
Okay.
and that's about it. But I stick to a strict diet, definitely.
Do you notice that you're eating less food, or do you pay attention to eating less calories? Do you go days
No,
without
I don't
food?
worry about calories at all.
Oh, and
I just worry about getting enough protein.
okay, and then do you snack in the middle of the day, or do you have
Yeah, I eat all day.
and junk foods at all?
No junk food, no sugar. I avoid sugar like the plague.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean by sugar? Like sweets and
Like
desserts and
any
stuff?
candies
Okay.
and
How about-
also breads, any carbs. I just stay away from.
all right. Well, talk.
Basically, what I have is a modified Atkins diet.
Okay, got it. Now, how would you talk to some folks who are just being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis? What would you tell them?
Well, my heart goes out to them. Believe me, I know how it feels. Don't give up hope. Just stick with it. Look for some kind of solution to your problem, because it can be managed. It's not the end of the world.
Why do you say manage? How do you know you haven't reversed it totally? Do you still have symptoms? Or do you fall? Do you
Not
notice-
well. Let me tell you. Like now we're in summer, and the summer is a real challenge for me. With the heat, it's awful. So what I do is I know that when it's summertime, I stay in the air conditioning. If I have to go out, I go out in the morning or at night, but not in the heat of the day. So that's what I mean by managing.
So you still, if
So
your
I
body gets
work
stressed.
with it.
So if your body's stressed in some fashion, like through humidity or through heat, you'll notice that
Yeah,
you're starting
yeah.
to
If it's
degenerate.
humid, hot, humid, then I feel it.
Okay, now you're down 63. If you were like most people, you'd start to have arthritis symptoms, your blood sugar
No,
would
well,
change
from
or
the
your weight.
yoga, you don't have any arthritis. No,
And no diabetes, no weight gain, nothing like that.
no, nothing.
Patricia, do you understand how awesome that is? I mean, even if you
Yeah,
have
I know.
MS,
It's really incredible.
and
but-
you attribute just to yoga?
Well, to eating healthy
Yeah.
and just yoga, staying active.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, I think I lost you. Say that again now.
Just staying active and eating healthy. No junk food.
Nice. That's really awesome. How about your sleep?
I go to sleep at 10 o'clock every night and sleep until about 6.
No problem with sleep.
None.
How was menopause? How was your menopause?
I take Prempro for that.
Did you notice that your symptoms got worse during menopause?
Not really. No.
Did you have hot flashes and insomnia
Oh, a
and
little
anxiety?
bit, but nothing major.
Did you notice that your symptoms were you had easier menopause than your friends did?
It was about the same.
Like I said, no,
Totally
nothing.
normal in every way.
That's great. Well, you know what? You are so inspiring. You're inspiring to me, and I hope you've inspired a lot of other folks.
Well, I'll be happy to talk to you anytime. Believe me, it's been a tough battle.
Well, you
But
sound
now,
like you're
I've come
Patricia.
to this point where, life is really good.
Well, there's a big estrogen component to multiple sclerosis. I think I was telling
Really,
you that earlier.
I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Well, most people get autoimmune disease
Well,
like
most
MS or
women get MS,
Yes,
much more than men.
Right, and that implies a female hormone or estrogen component.
Right, but
That's
men
true.
get it worse when they do get it.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay, I did not know that. And it is typical, as you said, so you and I talked earlier, that symptoms do tend to get reduced as you get older, as your estrogen levels drop.
Absolutely.
Anyway, well,
Yeah,
you did
and
a
I
great
haven't
job.
had a flare. I haven't had a flare up in 20 years.
Well, you know what, Patricia, that is just an amazing, amazing story. I'm so glad you came on and shared it with us. And I would love to be able to stay in touch with you and just pick your brain a little bit, because you know more about this
Okay.
stuff than I do. And I've been studying it for a long time, but you've been living it for a long time. So thank you so
Well,
much. That's
I'm
a very
glad to
inspiring
share the
story.
good news with you.
I appreciate it. I love it. It is the good news. Thank you so much, Patricia.
Okay,
We'll talk to you again
and thank
soon.
you
Say
so
hi to
much.
Doug. All right,
Okay.
we'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay. All right, that was Patricia Black, and she's just a regular Jill. Nothing special. She's not an author. She's not a doctor. She's not a medical professional. She's just a regular Jill who took care of her multiple sclerosis on her own. Now, she did some things that I wouldn't necessarily counsel her to do, including prescription drugs, but I'll tell you what, that's kudos to Patricia. And if you're out there and you're dealing with an autoimmune disease, if you're dealing with a degenerative disease, if you have multiple sclerosis, I want you to know that you don't need to interface with the medical community to address and to reverse degenerative diseases, any degenerative diseases. And I don't like the word cure, I like the word reverse, because I don't like to think of people as sick as much as we're starving and we're just missing the raw materials that we need to run our body. So whatever the heck you're dealing with, folks, whatever it is, autoimmune disease, thyroid disease, diabetes, please understand that if it can be reversed by one person, it can be reversed by anybody. And that means it can be reversed by you as well. That's all the time we have for today. Tomorrow we'll continue.